So I wanted to take a minute to remind us of what we're doing in our meditation, some of the reasons why we may choose to do something like this, and to do it regularly, and also to do it well. Meditation is, its main purpose, for me at least, is to weaken the kleshas, which in the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, the kleshas are the 5 root causes of our suffering. The first one is ignorance of our true nature, our unknowing, our forgetfulness. 2 is our sense of individuality. We tend to suffer when we think we're all alone. Then we have attachment. Attachment causes us a great amount of suffering because we want things to stay the same. We want to hold on to prior happiness. And the idea that we pursue happiness is a root cause of suffering. We also have aversion. What are we resisting? What are we trying to push away or avoid? And then the fifth is really clinging to this existence that we have, clinging to this body, clinging to our life, and living in fear of what's beyond it. So these are, according to sage Patanjali, these are the 5 root causes of suffering. And our meditation can weaken them. And so when we practice our meditation techniques, it's really, really important to focus our attention. In meditation, we're learning to concentrate. Our mind is pulled in so many different directions every day, all day long. It's being constantly bombarded. And things outside of us are vying for our attention constantly. So when we meditate, we're redirecting that outward flowing attention and we're bringing it back in on ourselves. And as we work with the techniques, if we can absorb our mind into just feeling deeply in the body, feeling the technique, feeling the breath, feeling whatever we're working with, completely absorbing the mind. And when the mind becomes intensely focused, it can't focus on what's outside, like our bills, our cat, the argument we had, right, yesterday, these types of things. So we're also training the mind to become single-pointed. And as we work with the techniques and we absorb the mind and we're watching, and then we go into the silence and we're holding our attention either here at the spiritual eye, and I really like dropping it into the heart. So we'll probably start here and then we'll just drop it into the heart. It's a really nice place to have a look around. And so when we're in the heart, I'll guide you through some ways to focus on that. But as we do this, we start to get glimpses of our who and what we are. We'll start to consider what is our capacity to have the experience and know we're having it, the capacity for awareness. And if we can approach meditation in this way, it starts to become productive. There are times where I used to sit and meditate for 10, 15 minutes, and I was just trying to push all the thoughts away. And basically that was just creating more activity in the mind. So we will decrease the mental activity by focusing the mind, and we'll see how that goes. And I've recorded a few of these meditations and I've been putting them on YouTube. So there's a Kriya Yoga and Sanitas YouTube channel, and you can find some of these meditations so you can work with them during the week if you'd like. So there's, 5 or 6, and I'm not promising high quality content here as far as production goes, but we're here to meditate well, and I think it'll help you do that. And at any time during the process, feel free to reach out to me via email. I can help with your practice if you'd like. All right, let's get to it. So the first thing we want to do is find a meditation posture that's with the spine as straight as possible. And we want to hold the head, just let it gently sit on top of the spine with the chin parallel to the floor, so we're not looking up, we're not looking down, we're just right. So our asana, our posture, should be comfortable as we can be. So whatever, if you're sitting on the floor, on a bed, in a chair, just make sure you're as comfortable as you can be, because we want to relax the body while keeping our concentration and focus. So just take a minute to just I like to just kind of sway a little forward, backward, and I just really try to find the center point where the spine is straight, like we're stacking up blocks. And just take a moment to notice how you're feeling. How's the body this morning? How's our mind? How's the nervous system doing? How's the breath? How's the heart? Just check in. We're just getting a point of reference. Just noticing. Closing our eyes. We just gently turn our gaze, the eyes, gently towards the center of the forehead, to the spiritual eye, without strain. We're not crossing the eyes, we're just gently turning them into a slightly upward position. This gives us a focal point to concentrate on. Also, when the eyes are in this position, we'll stay awake. We won't drift into sleepiness. So when the eyes start to fall down, you may start to fall asleep. And if at any time during your meditation you notice you're not holding your attention at the spiritual eye, no problem, just refocus. Turning our attention outside of our bodies, just noticing any sounds that might be in your environment. And instead of resisting them or pushing them away, just allow them to be. Give them permission to be here this morning with us. Turning our attention back to the body. Also give the body permission to be here this morning with us. Directing our attention down to our feet. Just notice your feet. If you're in a chair, just notice. Feel them on the floor. Direct your attention to the soles of your feet. Just feel, notice the pressure, the heaviness of the legs. See if you can notice the temperature, any sensations that are in the bottom of the feet. There are lots of nerves in the feet, so just see if you can notice. Place your attention there. Imagine you're exploring the bottom of your feet with your mind. Directing our attention up to the palms of the hands. Just same thing, just feel the pressure, feel the temperature, feel the sensations, feel the heaviness in the hands. Expanding our awareness out, just noticing the skin on the body. Noticing that the skin provides a barrier. It keeps the inside in and the outside out. Just noticing the difference, feeling the difference on both sides of the skin. Feeling the temperature of the body on the inside. Noticing the coolness of the air on the outside. See if you can feel across the surface of the skin, feeling the tingliness in the scalp. Maybe feeling the little teeny tiny hairs on your face. See if you can isolate and notice these individual sensations. Noticing and feeling the heaviness of the body, feeling the weight of the body. Be feeling where the chair, the surface that you're sitting on, just feeling where it contacts the body. Noticing the pressure, temperature, the sensation. Turning our attention to the breath. If it's possible, inhaling and exhaling through the nose, closing the mouth. We should always be consciously breathing through the nose as it filters the air coming into the body, as it warms the air before it reaches the lungs. The turbinates in the sinuses move the air in a particular way so that the oxygen can get absorbed by the lungs and the bloodstream more efficiently. So inhaling the breath, just feel and notice the coolness of the air as it flows into the nostrils. The coolness of the air as it touches the sinuses and flows down into the lungs. Noticing the difference, the change in the air as it flows up from the lungs, down through the sinuses, leaving and exiting the body through the nostrils. And as we let go of the breath, just let the body relax incrementally. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling. It's like curious observers, we're just feeling deeply the experience of the breath, completely saturating the mind with every little detail. As you're focusing on the breath, you may feel the stomach rise as the lungs fill with air. Feeling the stomach collapse gently as the air is pushed out of the body through the lungs by way of the diaphragm. So see if you can notice beyond the air flowing into the body what other mechanisms are at play to make this function happen. Inhaling slowly and gently through the nose. Exhaling slowly, gently, feeling, staying with the breath. Allowing the body to settle and relax on the exhale. You can even add in, as you inhale the breath, just feeling the vitality, the freshness, the newness, the oxygen-rich air coming in to vitalize the body. And on the exhale, we're just releasing and allowing the breath to be the vehicle that carries away any anxiety, restlessness, irritability, anything that's in the body. You can use the breath to carry it out. And just offer it to nature, offer it to God, offer it to anything that may be able to use it. So let's watch one or two more cycles of the breath and just let the breath go and check in and notice the change, the impact this simple technique has had on your mind, your body, your state of consciousness. Turning our attention, going deeper into the body, placing our attention at the base of the spine, and imagining that the spine is like a hollow tube or a straw. We're going to slowly inhale the breath from the base of the spine, and we'll also incorporate counting this time. So we'll inhale, feeling, gently pulling the breath up the spine as we count 1, 2, 3, 4, pulling the inhale all the way up to the spiritual eye or the crown of the head, the very top of the spine. Just let it go where it wants to go. And then on the exhaling breath, we just count, feeling the breath as it trickles down the spine to the count of 6. So we want each exhale to be 2 counts longer than the inhale. And when we release the breath, let the body settle. So if 4 doesn't seem like it's long enough, you can make it 5, 6, 7, 8. We're essentially going for less than 7 breaths per minute, down to 5, 4, 3, 2. So we're just lengthening and expanding the breath. And as we slow the breath, you'll notice your attention being turned deeper and deeper within. So again, just absorb your mind in the feeling of the breath flowing cool up the spine. Feeling a tepid, slightly warm sensation as the breath flows down the spine. Like an internal massage. Feeling the body relax. Giving our full attention, completely absorbed in the experience. So we'll spend the next few minutes just working with this technique. And if you start out with 4 and exhaling to 6 and it becomes comfortable, then inhale to 5 and out to 7. When that becomes comfortable, inhale to 6, out to 8. Just proceed in that way for the next few minutes. keeping the head straight, spine straight. Slowly, deeply inhaling, holding the attention at the spiritual eye, feeling deeply the soothing sensation of just feeling the breath in the spine. So let's do 2 more cycles of the breath. On the last one, we're going to just pull our attention up to where the energy's been going. Let go of the breath, and just holding our attention as the witness, as the seer, just noticing, feeling deeply into the experience, into the silence. And as we sit in the silence, try to notice what's behind the hearing, the ears, what's behind the eyes. What part of you is aware that you're aware? And just see if you can hold your attention deeply focused, deeply concentrating. Just going deeper and deeper into this mystery. See if you can just lean into and let go of everything you think you know about yourself. Just keep letting go. Keep almost falling into this vastness, surrendering ourselves to it. When the resistance comes up, just allow yourself to fall into it. That's what it feels like to me, is like falling into it. And when you feel ready, let's let our attention flow down from the crown or the spiritual eye and just feel it drop into the heart. Just bringing our awareness from the higher chakras and let it flow gently down and settle in the spiritual heart, that area in the middle of the chest. As we drop our attention into the heart, feeling deeply into the experience, noticing, feeling, sensing just this radiant field of energy in the heart. And with curiosity, see if we can merge our consciousness, our awareness, letting it just flow and melt into the spaciousness, the divine love of the heart center. surrendering to any resistance that may be there. So we let the ego fall away, the sense of individuality. We just let it flow into the great oneness, the great unity, the great unconditional field of radiant love and energy that is the spiritual heart. And when resistance comes up, just allow yourself to melt, to merge more fully into the heart, letting go, falling forward. Feeling into the ever-expanding capacity for compassion, for empathy, for letting go of everything we think we know about ourselves. Just let it melt and fall away. letting go, absolutely. Feeling the body, the mind, the personality dissolving, and feeling just the radiant capacity for loving spiritual energy as a glimpse of our true nature. What's beyond what we think we are. Try to imagine for a moment, what would it be like? What would your life be like if you were able to approach every situation, every relationship, every interaction with this deep capacity for divine love pouring straight from your heart? Feeling every grievance, every pain, just completely melting away. That's the capacity, the ability that living from the heart can provide in your experience. And when you're ready, we'll just together, just feeling this radiant, supportive energy of our collective consciousness as we meditate together. Feeling the support, feeling that radiant field of interconnectedness. Let's do our best to let this ripple from us, from our being, and into every area of our life, into the lives and bodies of those that we interact with nature, in our homes, in our communities, and letting it ripple out to the world at large and beyond into infinite space in all directions. As instead of giving love sparingly, we just become love, becoming love. like to just offer my gratitude to all the teachers, all the great beings and masters, all those that have set the way and the example for us. We humbly bow to you all. Bringing our attention back, feeling, noticing the body. Just allowing this divine life force, prana, to flow into the body through the crown, filling, reaching every cell in the body as it flows down through the head and neck, down through the chest, flowing into the arms and the hands and the fingers, flowing down through the abdomen, through the hips, down into the legs, flowing finally into the feet and the toes. And once again, feeling our feet on the floor, noticing, sensing, feeling, noticing the hands, noticing the body, feeling the chair that we're sitting on, and once again hearing the sounds in our environment. Bringing our full attention back to the present moment on a Wednesday, planet Earth. And when you're ready, we can open our eyes.